So I am going to show you a route on Shoreline, but I am going to start off showing you this this website, which is mapgenie.io. On here, you have all of the Escape from Tarkov maps. It is $10, and you can get the work in progress ones, which show Reserve and Lighthouse. And of course, it'll be the Lighthouse expansion when it comes. But it is definitely worth doing this. But the route I'm going to show you is over on Shoreline. So let's just quickly make the screen size correct again. As you can see, everything gets highlighted just like so. We're actually going to be checking out this area down here, which is called the village. I call it the town, but they all have their own call outs. Now, the ones that we're going to be selecting is the caches, jacket, loose loot, toolbox, as well as the duffel bags. And as you can see, there is a huge amount of loot inside this area that will definitely help you, one, with getting keys, especially at the start of the wipe, as well as getting tool stuff, your hideout, as just crafting items in general. And you can see there is a few over the map and everything, but realistically, with the path to Shoreline, which is directly here, you can literally hit all this up in around about 10 to 20 minutes. Follow the pathway up along the edge and then just head straight out to the path to Shoreline, which is, oh sorry, path to Lighthouse, which is this extract at the top here, which is above the swamp. So we're going to pop into game, and I'm going to show you the route that I would personally take when it comes to looting this area. So here we are in the village, and the extract, which is the path to Shoreline, is, oh sorry, path to Lighthouse, Lord. The path to the Lighthouse is literally just up in that direction. You can actually see the bridge off in that way. I mean, if you extract this tunnel, it is just there, but the path to Lighthouse is always up on this map no matter what it is, which is why I'm using that as a reference point. So we are actually going to hit that side, come up this way, hit this, and then actually end over there. So you just boot it straight up that little pathway and make your way past the swamp. So what we're going to be hitting up first of all is these cache just right here underneath there, and there is a cache literally right there that you can hit. Now what we're going to do is head to this wonderful greenhouse, run through this greenhouse, and then in the second section just here, we're going to be looking for a jacket, which is directly there. Turning around and doing a UE, we're going to run past this building like so. And then inside this building is going to be a toolbox. And this is actually a toolbox. These metal ones, just like the small little ones, these are also a toolbox. Now heading over here, you got this little, what's it called? Shed malarkey. Heading inside this shed. And here is a toolbox. We're going to look at this gorgeous abandoned house. Heading in through here. And there is a jacket. Turning around, we're actually going to be heading back on ourselves in this direction, and we're going to be hitting up this giant house here. And going inside, this house does actually have something special. You got two jackets right here coming through, and then there's going to be a wee little duffel bag in this corner. The best thing about this house, which is extremely loud, is this floating door. Chair. Oh my fucking what? This chair right there is kind of a bit funky. It is actually a really cool Easter egg. So we're going to head out the way we came in. And we're actually going to jump on top of this. Oh, should we just go through the gate? Why not? Let's just go through the gate, turn to our left. There's this car pointing into this little thing. And right here is a duffel bag. Turning around, going through into this little boathouse. Here is another toolbox just there. Pull it around to the right hand side. And right here is a stash. Coming down here, you got this little shed, and you got yourself two jackets directly here. Going through here, we're now going to head to the south part, or sorry, that's actually north, so that's east. So the eastern part, and this little house right here is going to be the first one that we hit up. Creaky doors, creaky, scary doors. Right there is a jacket that you can hit up. Turning around, we're going to be heading into this big old house. Coming in through the entrance, you've got two jackets directly here. You got a duffel there and a duffel over there. Heading upstairs, you also got a duffel right next to that bed, and you can also get a loose item on around inside these houses. Literally anywhere inside these houses can spawn food, as well as random little tidbits. Going out this way, we're actually going to go out the way we came in. And you see this house right here? This is the house we're going to be hitting up next. Go through the open little section there. Try and find the front door. It's all the way around here. Heading inside this house. Upstairs, there is Duffle. Now, this house directly here. Sorry, this one to the left, I should say. Shed. They're called sheds, they're not a house. You've got a toolbox there, and a duffel bag right there. Now, going out behind the truck, you're going to want to go through this gate. Go into this area, and now we're going to be hitting up this house. And this is actually a house. There is 4 sets of jackets in here. So the first one is actually just behind this door. You can close that door if you want to. There's another one just here. And then you got 2 just over there. Inside here is a duffel bag just there. Now we're going to go back on ourselves. Now this is literally the entirety of this area looted. Now again, you will definitely fill up your bag when it comes to all of this loot. And especially with the starter wipe, you're going to want to hoard everything that you can. Because just everything is so important at the start of a wipe. You need every single item. So get your scab boxes running. You got some food spawns as well as you got industrial loot just there. Heading through, you got industrial loot on the left there. Cash register, which you can search. Get stuff that spawns on these shells, and these shells, and then these as well. Going out the back here, you're going to want to turn to your left, and you're going to want to jump over this fence. Just like so. If you don't want to jump over the fence, you can just go back the way you came and then go through that gate. This one's is actually open. And then this house right here, you're going to want to hit up. You got 2 jackets directly in front of us here, as well as quite a decent amount of loose loot that is dotted around inside this house. Going back on ourselves right here, you're going to want to jump on top of these tires. So you're like so. Jump over this fence. And inside this little shed is another toolbox. Now going back on ourselves, there is also loose items that can spawn on this. And so in this case, it's repellent. You're going to want to jump back over. If you do happen to jump over too far, then you can jump on those concrete pillars or cylinder things and just jump up and over. But now we're on this side, you're going to follow it around to the left-hand side. Inside this little shed is another toolbox in the corner. Turning around, we're going to be hitting up this outhouse. By the way, items can actually spawn on these pile of logs, like kick tape and so on and so forth. You got a jacket right there. You got industrial loot on the left just there. And then inside here on this table, as well as this table, can spawn industrial loot. Turning around, here is a wonderful duffel bag. Follow it around to the right. There is some shelves inside here that can spawn more industrial loot. Going over in this direction, industrial loot can also spawn on top of these barrels. Now what we're going to do is head out this way. There is a stash hidden in the corner right here that you can loot. Now we're going to make our way over to this number 3 house. Once we've gone in through the main entrance, follow it around to the right, and we're going to end up hitting up this jacket right here. Once you hit that jacket, we're going to head inside the inside this house, just like so. And there is 1 jacket directly there, as well as a duffel bag and a toolbox inside this area. And again, there is loose stuff that does spawn around, but with the amount of items that you're going to be looting, you might as well just be hitting up the jackets and not really stressing about the loose loot. Right there you can see is a toolbox. The way you're going to get over this fence is if you jump up just like so, up and over, and now you're actually over the fence. The first one we're going to be hitting up, there is a toolbox inside of this house. Follow it around to the right hand side, and here is the giant toolbox. Coming out now, we're going to be hitting up the entrance of this house. Going inside, you do have a jacket directly here. Follow it through, and you do have a toolbox and a duffel bag just there. And again, you can get miscellaneous items that spawn around in the house. Inside here is a jacket down the end, and then right here is another stash. This long shed does actually have, to make our way through, a toolbox inside. And then if we follow it around, you can either jump over or literally just run around the fence like so. Inside here is a toolbox. Now this is the shop. Open up the shop. And again, like anything, on these shelves, items can spawn, as well as these. You got a toolbox literally just tucked away there, and so on and so forth. I vaguely remember that a shotgun can spawn underneath this area, like just there, as well as you've got a cash register, and then this is the way out. So that right there is the entire loot route that you can take when it does come to this area. And of course, in Tarkov, if you do hear someone around here, remember that parkouring is a great way of getting higher than what people expect you to do. So you can actually get on places that people won't expect you. But yeah, anyway, I do have max strength for this time, but obviously when Might hits, everyone's going to be back to the base. So again, you can still do a lot of these jumps where it does require you to do simple hoppity hops around, and you can end up being a Batman or Spider-Man or whatever you would like to be. Guys, if you do find this guide useful, please leave a like and subscribe. It does really help with the YouTube algorithm. And also, I do stream every single day over on twitch.tv/Piranha at 5 PM EST, which is around about 10 PM GMT. So do come over and say hi. If you are struggling with this task, or just in general wanting to find people to play with, head over to piranha.tv/discord. We do have a decently large looking for group community, as well as a Sherpa system, so if you just need a bit more help than normal, then we are there to help you. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, or possibly consider joining the channel membership, where you can unlock early videos as well as a few custom rewards. Don't forget to check out piranha.tv as well. That's a one-stop shop for all of your guides, tasks, keys, all those kind of things in one location. Hopefully you guys found this guide useful, and I'll see you in the next video. A huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters over on patreon.com/piranhatv, and a special thank you to Mr. IR Bribe, Justin ASDF, Freddie and Beansy for your continued support.